Let's talk about Pat Bryan, a name Denver Broncos fans need to keep on their radar right now. When you look at the type of wide receiver this team is searching for, Bryan checks all the boxes: size, toughness, and fearless hands in traffic. He's a bigger target who wins at the line of scrimmage and fights through contact, traits every quarterback dreams about when facing tight man coverage. It's not that smaller receivers don't have value, they absolutely do. But physical wideouts who can block, outmuscle defenders, and dominate contested catches bring an extra edge to this offense. And Bryan has shown exactly that throughout OTAs and minicamp. The Broncos have wrapped up all their offseason activities, and already a few players are turning heads inside the building. Pat Bryan is one of the biggest surprises so far, a young receiver who's not just holding his own, but showing flashes of real star potential. Training camp is only weeks away, and fans should be excited to see how Bryan's aggressive style translates when the pads come on. He's not just a camp body, he's pushing to become an instant contributor in this offense. What makes him stand out? Go back to his college tape. Bryan thrived against press coverage, a skill that often separates good college receivers from true NFL playmakers. He knows how to shake tight coverage at the snap, gain a step, and make tough grabs even without help over the top. That ability is exactly what quarterbacks need when the defense rolls out: tight man looks. Give Bryan a chance and he'll turn a contested ball into a big gain. Broncos country, get ready. This kid might be the breakout surprise no one saw coming. Here's where Pat Bryan becomes every quarterback's best friend. He makes those high-pressure throws feel automatic. In football terms, it's what you call a yes-no read. But with Bryan, it's almost always a yes. Why? Because quarterbacks trust him to win his matchup, explode off the line, and turn tight coverage into wide-open gains. His quick release, sudden burst, and wide catch radius make him a nightmare for defensive backs to handle one-on-one. Pair him alongside proven threats like Courtland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, and Devon Vell, and the Broncos suddenly have a diverse arsenal that can attack every inch of the field. Bryan adds a layer of physicality and fearlessness that few young receivers bring this early in their development. Watch how he handles press coverage. If a defender tries to jam him, he shrugs it off, cuts inside, and crosses the middle with perfect balance. Even after the catch, Bryan doesn't go down easy. He absorbs hits, keeps his feet, and fights for every yard. That's the mentality of a future difference maker. And it's not just about moving the chains. This kid shows up when it matters most. Look at this moment. Tight coverage, red zone tension, game on the line. The Broncos dial up a crossing route to the back of the end zone, baiting the safety into a choice he can't win. Bryan breaks free, tracks the ball, and snags a game-winning touchdown like it's just another day at the office. That's what sets him apart. Not just skill, but a clutch gene that shows up when the lights burn brightest. With Sean Payton calling the shots, Bryan's raw talent and fearless style could blossom into something special, maybe even sooner than anyone expects. Broncos country, buckle up. Pat Bryan isn't just fighting for a roster spot. He's fighting to be the next big name in Denver's passing attack. So far, everything Pat Bryan has shown on the practice field backs up the hype, and his coaches are noticing every detail. After minicamp, Sean Payton summed up Bryan's progress perfectly. He pointed out the toughness, the effort, and the attention to the little things that separate an average player from a reliable target in crunch time. Payton made it clear there's a specific kind of receiver the Broncos want: tough, coachable, and hungry. Bryan fits that mold to a T. He's already turning heads with precise route running, strong hands, and the willingness to learn. It's no accident he's impressing this fast. When a rookie shows up with this level of polish and attitude, it's a sign of good things to come. Even league insiders have started taking notice. Reports from Broncos practices highlight how Bryan's crisp routes stand out among the entire receiver group, earning early comparisons to some elite young talents. And it's not just Bryan making noise. Devon Vell has also shown flashes during OTAs, adding even more depth to Denver's receiver room. With these young playmakers stepping up, this offense might surprise a lot of people once training camp kicks off and the real competition begins. Broncos fans, keep your eyes on Pat Bryan. The foundation is there, and under Payton's guidance, this kid could become a name every defense has to respect. Looking ahead, There's a quiet buzz inside Denver's camp that Sean Payton may deploy Pat Bryant in a role similar to how he once used Michael Thomas back in New Orleans. A reliable possession receiver with the toughness to win inside routes and the athleticism to stretch the field when needed. That's no small comparison. One NFL scout has even predicted that Bryant could develop into one of the league's top number 2 receivers, the kind of impact player teams dream of pairing with an established star. Think Jordan Addison's immediate success with the Vikings. That's the level of production Bryant could bring if he stays on this path. Consider this too. 10 wide receivers were drafted ahead of Bryant this year, but early glimpses suggest Denver may have found one of the true hidden gems of this rookie class. He combines crisp route running, natural athleticism, and the physical build of a true top-tier NFL wideout. One underrated piece of Bryant's skill set is his reaction time. During team drills, he stood out as one of the quickest rookies at reading defenders and adjusting in a split second. His hand-eye coordination pops on film. He rarely loses focus, even in tight windows, which is critical when every snap counts. While there's plenty more to unpack from his college tape and these early practices, the bottom line is simple. Pat Bryant is a name Broncos fans should remember. If he stays healthy and keeps developing under Sean Payton, Denver might just have landed a draft day steal who can make life miserable for defensive backs across the league. Keep an eye out. The best is yet to come.